Good morning, everyone. By the time we wait for our classmates to join, we'll wait a few minutes because we're going to do the interviews today, if I'm not mistaken. We'll wait a few minutes. By this time, we are waiting for our classmate. People who have joined can go back, look at the questions, look at the answers, try and discuss things with their panel mates. Just have a glance uh, at things so that before we start we don't have to give time for revision or time for looking back, right? So you can utilize this time by looking at the question and answers that we have already made, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is we'll utilize this time while we wait for our classmates to join, because it's interview. I was willing to wait a few minutes before the interviews can start, right? So this is what you can do right away. You can go back and look at the question and answers and try to frame it in your mind again, that if you want to reframe the question, not in the space that we have collected but in your mind, and then we can work on it. We'll wait 5 more minutes if our classmates can join us. If not, then we will start with our interviews. Okay. I hope you have gone through things. I cannot find the file where we had made the question and answers. I don't know. Sheet number 2 is missing somehow. And that's also a question that I wanted to ask. Why is the number of people less? Some hard paper tomorrow or something like that? How do we deal with things when we don't have enough number of people? I think with this less number of people, we might not be able to carry out this interview thing. And I do not know why people are not behaving like adults, because there is the entire sheet where we had written the question and answer is missing. I really don't see the sheet anymore. Right. So one thing that we can do is, uh, because interviews cannot be possible in this way when you don't have partners, when you don't have candidates to be interviewed, it might not happen the way it should. And this is actually a kind of first hand experience that you can get, when somebody asks you a question and all. So the entire activity is based on giving you an experience of how you can ask somebody a question, and when somebody answers back, how do you relate question 1, the answer, and 2, how do you form a pattern or a chain. Because cannot be asking random questions in interviews. You don't ask random question, each question is connected. So I was trying to help you with getting first hand experience in such things. But if there is nobody like present, let's say when I see the number of people, it's just 7. The eighth person is me. It means that you don't even have enough candidates to ask the question. In every panel, I think there would be candidates, they would be missing. Right. So let's do one thing. This way interviews cannot be possible. That's why what let's do one thing that we have done in other lab sessions as well. There is this unit 4 that we have been dealing with, which is called ethics in engineering. Okay, and I told you that this unit is specifically not like the other units that we have. This is very different from the entire syllabus. This is the only unit that's quite a different unit. So what can you do over here? You have to take help from real life experiences, right? So if you click on this link, I have been telling you to do it, but I don't know how many of you have, but today let's do it. So when you click on this link, it will lead you to a page by Santa Clara University Center for Applied Ethics, Maricula Center for Applied Ethics, right? Where do you apply ethics? The real practical way, whatever theory we have been learning about engineering ethics, where can we apply it, right? So if you move down, if you scroll down, you can see case studies on engineering ethics. That's a title that they have, and then they have subtitles. Now, these titles that they have over here, they belong to various different branches of engineering. You may either select any one from the list, or to make it a more precise, if you scroll a little up, you'll see there are tabs which say academic ethics, bioengineering, business ethics, civil engineering, computer or software engineering. So you can, what you can do is you can take it branch specific. So you can click on computer and software engineering. What the page will actually do is it will collect all these case studies which are dependent on computer and software engineering, because there are 11 case studies. In our case, we are 7 people, so you may select any one case study. When you open the case study, it's not a huge one, okay? Do not worry. It's not a big case study, it's a small case study. By small case study, I mean 3 4 paragraphs, 5 paragraphs. Now after each paragraph, if you take the case study, you are free to select any one of your choice, but kindly consult the people in the a classroom. The reason is I want everybody to discuss a different case study because we are less number of people. So when you click on the case study, you will see there are 3 4 paragraphs. There's a little case study which is given to us, and at the end you will have one or two questions. You are supposed to discuss these two questions, keeping in mind the theories that we have learned for engineering ethics and looking at the case that was given to you. Am I making myself clear? See, every case study has a title. So there's a case study called To Ship or Not to Ship, right? So first thing that you do is you write in the chat box so that other people come to know that you have selected this case study, and the next person knows that he or she has to go further. See, there are like copyright concerns, misinterpretation, mishap, going public, a breach in security, a violation of privacy, trouble with training, may the truth be with you. These are the titles, okay? Whatever title you select, quite quickly you just type that this is the title you have selected, so that the other person can select any other title apart from what you have selected, right? I'm giving you 15 20 minutes of time, 20 minutes of time. Let's say it's 9:57, we meet again at 10:20. Let's we unmute ourselves and we'll speak. You're supposed to speak, you're supposed to explain the case study, okay, that you are reading. You have to first read the case study. There would be 2 3 questions after it, that on which you are supposed to work, and then you can move forward. And when we unmute ourselves, we have to explain the case study one by one. Am I clear with the instructions? When you click on this title, you may either select any case study related to any branch, but my suggestion is that you go to case studies of your computer branch of engineering. So computer engineering, if you select, would be more appropriate. But still, if you are interested in other branches and you wish to select something else, that's fine with me. You have to read the case study. After the case study gets over, in the same page there would be 1 or 2 questions. They have not given numbers to the question, they have got a question there for you, which is based on the case studies, and it is also based on the rules of engineering ethics. We have already gone through every aspect of ethics, okay? We have talked about what is ethics, what kind of dilemmas can be there, how can you make a moral choice, why is it necessary to have engineering ethics, right? We have to look into all those aspects, and then you have to answer that question. You are allowed to write the answer in your book, and you may read out the answer to the audience when your chance comes to do it. I hope the uh, instructions are clear. No doubt with the instructions? Yes and no can help me. Okay, great. Naisargi has already made a choice, a breach in security. So apart from that, you cannot. You can select anything apart from a breach in security. Please write it here so that other students come to know that you have selected that one case study. Right, so your time begins now. We'll unmute ourselves at 10:20 according to the roll numbers, so it is easier for the teacher to work about. So we'll go according to the roll numbers. You're supposed to explain you'll read out the question, you'll explain why you have answered, or you will explain your answer there. Fine. 20 minutes given to you. I hope we are ready with the case studies now. Shall we start? Shall we start, or do we need more time? Some answer may help me. So, in the people who are present, can we have the first? We'll have it enrollment number wise, so it's easier for me. So, I think it should be Nesargi who'd be discussing it first, or maybe Yash, either of the two. I think Yash and then Nesargi. I'm not sure. Let me open the list. Okay, so you know that you are first. So would you like to start, Nesargi?
Hello.
Yeah, now you are audible.
Ma'am, what do we have to actually discuss? The entire scenario or just the questions?
You need to first give a little. If you wish, you can either give a little summary, or if you wish, you can read out your case study, and then you can discuss the question. Either ways,
Okay,
either
ma'am,
a
sure.
summary and the answer, or read the case study and then the answer. That way.
Uh, Name data time and it manages database of life and it includes the data of homeless shelter people and free clinics and health facilities data too. It has data from past 10 years of each and every people in the city, and they a laptop to their employees which contains this. Now the thing happened is that a laptop is stolen, and so the question is, how should data time manage this breach in security? I would say that they should start securing not only the data but the systems too. Was I audible, ma'am?
Seems to be some technical issues. You're not audible, Naisargi. I was just audible till there is a laptop that was missing and what should be done. Thereafter, it went all blur. You may try leaving the meeting and then joining again to resolve this issue that we are facing.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Am I
Much
audible,
better
ma'am?
now. Yeah, now you're much clear. Yeah, you may
Okay.
continue.
Okay. So yeah, there was a laptop missing when they found in the records, and then the question goes like, what should data time do to manage this breach in security? I would say that they should start securing not only the data but the systems as well. Data could be saved, or if like laptops or such stuffs are stolen, then you could convert your data into encrypted form, like so that not everyone would be able to access it easily, and then the employees could be given the codes how to decode it, and I think that's one of the solution. And for the homeless people to know about this breach, the company could open up, like they could face the media and tell about the situation so that everyone would be aware about it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, nicely explained. The case study as well as good encounter with the question that were given. Nice solution given. Okay, next we would have Yash according to the roll number. Yash, are you ready with it?
Yes, madam. My case is may the truth be with you. In that maybe the seller is one who's the term defined truth is used to indicate various forms of accord with fact or reality to an original or standard ideal. Truth is always with you means you are right and true. Catherine, who is the employer, she tell, she tells to say the truth. What is the truth? She tells the truth because the truth is important. Whatever it is, losses, company's losses, but when she tells truth, uh, when she tells truth, because she is the company's best customers.
We'll wait for Yash to rejoin. I think there was some problem with the sound in his case as well.
Ma'am, now it's clear.
Yes, Yash, now it's clear. Thank you.
Catherine worked in that company for so many long years. She has been put in charge of some not working LCDs or anything. In that case, she helped to
Yeah, Yash, it's still having some issues. I think today nothing is in our favor. Not people also less, sound also not supporting us. Okay, don't worry. Do one thing. What you can do, whatever you have done in the case study, you may drop an email with an explanation of it. Okay, do that. Because still I cannot hear your voice. I can hear just some budding sounds. Okay. So what we can do is, I feel there is some issue with the connection. What we can do right away is, next week when we are meeting, we are going to have our book review. I hope I am audible. The next week when we meet, we are going to have our book review. I can see many of you have already uploaded your book reviews, right? The PDF as well as your PowerPoint you are supposed to upload by the end of the week. And we're going to have a presentation. As you remember, we are going to do a presentation, not only uh, the review. So you're also supposed to make a PPT that has been due since a few weeks now. So what you can do is by Saturday, or let's say you have some exams on Monday and Saturday. So by Tuesday, or maybe by uh, before we have our lab, you need to have your PPTs. You need to have your PPTs as well as your PDF of your written work of book review uploaded over here. Now in the file that we have shared for book review, I am already sharing the order in which you are supposed to give your review. So you can look at it and be prepared accordingly. Right, you're supposed to make a presentation. You're supposed to make a presentation. You're supposed to do a PowerPoint presentation in the Lex Lab. Whatever number of people are present will work according to whatever is given as order to us over here. Right, so don't worry about if somebody is absent. We'll skip that number and we'll go ahead. Now this is actually a thing that we were supposed to do in August, and then we had to miss it because of the mid semester and it moved further. So I'll not allow anybody else to do the book review after the time that has been allocated. Now the date for the book review would be, in your case, the date is 18th September. After 18th September, you will lose marks if you don't do your book review. If you miss 18th September, you can pass on the message to your friends as well. But if you miss this deadline of 18th September, you will lose marks. You will not be given marks for book review. Book review has now become an important part. You know, it's an assignment that you are supposed to do, right? It will give you marks. So please remind your friends. In case there is somebody who has a genuine issue, then it's a different story. But that person has to inform me that he or she would not be able to do it on the so-called date, and then I can see what we can do. But then for the rest of us, it is 18th September. It's a fixed date I'm giving, and kindly upload whatever has been asked to you, like the PowerPoint as well as the PDF of your written file. Upload it before the next lab. Am I clear? Am I clear? Right. Those who are absent, kindly inform them as well. We'll call it a day over here because of the internet issues and people not present. Because we are less in number in our case in the lab. Once we are done with the book reviews, we will resume our pending work of the mock interview as well as of. We'll resume our work of mock interview as well as this case studies, whatever is pending. Okay. So before we call it a day, I already know that these are the number of people who are present. We'll mark the attendance accordingly. Nehil has left. There in the beginning. Yep, I've marked the attendance for the people who are present. I hope you do not have any doubts in the case of book reviews now. And how was the exam? How was the mid-semester exam? How did you find it? It was good? Okay. Did you face any kind of problems, not only in question and answers, but timings or something like that? Any kind of difficulty that you faced? Okay, not in effective technical communication. Okay, some of you faced timing. In some questions. Okay, fine. So was it like you had 40 minutes for the whole paper, or you had 45 seconds per question and then the question would change? You had 60 seconds per question. That's great. And I hope this quizzes and unit tests that we have been doing from time to time for each topic and each unit would have helped you to some extent to understand how things are done. You know, reading things. And it's a matter of practice. Don't worry. So we'll be practicing soon enough these things as well, and so that it can help you as well. Right. For next week, for our lab batch, we'll have book review. Other lab batches will have book review, but they've already completed their interview section and case study section. Now, if in case we have a similar situation, I'm sorry. In case we have a similar situation, I mean, there are less number of people, then what we will do is we'll assign one candidate to one interviewer, right? Whosoever is present at that particular lab batch time, because we don't want to miss on our practice because of other people being absent in the lab. What we'll do is we'll on the spot we'll allocate candidates and interviewers to each other, right? That could give you first an experience. If friends come along, then we can have a panel, otherwise we can have one-to-one interviews. That's done. So we'll catch along our interview and our case studies which are pending over here in this case. Fine. So we call it a day. In case you still have some problem with your book review, please let me know a little beforehand, not a day before your lab session. Please let me know if you have a genuine problem, a genuine reason of not making a presentation on Friday. Kindly drop a message if you are unable to call, or ask one of your friends to drop a message on your behalf. I'll not be considering anybody who does not drop a message. Okay, fine. So we'll call it a day, class. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you, class.